Well, hello again, YouTube. PD Two Finger here. Today I wanted to share with you, this is an excellent place that I discovered thanks to the ECF, that's the Electronic Cigarette Forum. Uh, I was I was actually looking for a place to purchase my first uh, big boy rechargeable lithium-ion batteries, as I was going to be needing this style of battery, purchasing, I believe it was the Hammer. So yeah, I'm like, where am I gonna? I had kind of read enough to give me cold feet about this whole issue, and lithium-ion batteries. They've developed kind of it's kind of a dirty word when it comes to shipping these overseas. Unfortunately, the position we're in as Americans, as we've given away all of our manufacturing. There's nothing is made in the United States anymore, and if you want a good deal, oftentimes you end up having to order something from overseas. Some of the stuff is not even available stateside. Well, today that's the subject of this video. I found a distributor for the lithium-ion batteries in the United States that's competitive with the pricing that you find overseas. But you don't have to wait an incredibly long time, and you don't have to pay these outrageous shipping fees. And just a little bit about this, I seem to remember, and I Googled this, I couldn't find anything on it, so maybe this was like a dream or something, but honest to God, I seem to remember right around the time it was after 9/11, 9/11, the attack. And there was a story in the news about, I thought it was a commercial airline, like a passenger plane, and it had bulk shipment of lithium ion cells. There was an issue, some of these cells vented, and they had to down the plane. Now, you know, in that era, in that time period, any story having to do with a plane, like, if a tire was 5 pounds low of air pressure, it made it made the evening news. It was absolutely kind of a horrifying time in our country's history of the terror alert system. We had, the terror alert has been moved to chartreuse. Don't have any certain type of popsicle might have the anthrax in it. So yeah, it's I did a little bit of Googling here. I hate to say research when you're typing two finger into that's not research. No, research is something that is done in a library. There's like it's just Google does not count as research in my book. Now I did Google this, and there was the Boeing 787 Dreamliner, where this plane was actually manufactured with some lithium-ion batteries that caused some issues. There was the UPS Flight 6, where some folks actually lost their lives due to a lithium-ion discharge fire. So there has been some documented incidents of things going awry on airliners. So the fact of the matter is that if you're going to order these type of batteries from overseas, you're going to pay. More than likely, you're going to wait, which sucks. As vapors, we want our stuff now. Give me that nicotine. I need it. So yeah, that's one of those things where uh, it's tough. And thank goodness for ECF. I went snooping around in their battery forum. This post went back a ways, and someone had made this discovery and shared it with the rest of the folks. I found the best place to get batteries, so I went ahead and took a look and did some more research. The dirty word, using that again. And what I discovered was I simply could not. It was a no-brainer. Ordering from Liion Wholesale, Liion, lithium-ion, Liion Wholesale. It's a real attractive looking website. I went ahead and put a link down in the description, so you can go ahead and click and take a look if you want. They offer, it's wholesale lithium-ion batteries, and they sell chargers, battery cases. They have a blog and news section with reviews. There's a FAQ one of the interesting things is just besides the pricing. I mean, the deals you can get at this place. I I read a comment and I didn't believe it what I read. So I went ahead and phoned up a couple brick and mortars in the area and price checked, and I couldn't believe what they're getting locally for the same thing that I paid $5.35 for. They were getting $20 for that. So hallelujah for saving money, and hallelujah for fast shipping. I couldn't believe it. There's a map if you take a look. Depending on where you live, this place is in PA, so that's Pennsylvania, right? I went and took a look, and there's a map, and it's got a legend. So your state, your area would be color coded, and that'll tell you. And in my case, I'm listed as 2 days in Chicago. It's kind of borderline where I live. It's 2 or 3 days. And I have ordered multiple times from this company. I've ordered 3 times from them. And in every instance, it was indeed 3 days that I received the batteries. And they didn't really charge me hardly anything for the shipping. So this is an absolute no-brainer from me. Anytime I need a lithium-ion battery, the first place I'm going to go take a look is Liion Wholesale. And that will be basically where I'm going to be ordering from as far as the batteries go, because as far as my eye can tell, I can't find anybody that can even touch them. Nobody even comes close. So hats off Liion Wholesale. Thank you very much. There is some concern. People are like, are these, people fake everything nowadays. And a guy on my Facebook, he's an electronics guy, Paul in the Lab, has this excellent electronics blog. He had a photo of a capacitor that he had opened up, and there was someone had put a miniature, like they took a little affordable capacitor and rehoused it in a like they're counterfeiting PT 2399 Echo chips, and those are like 55 cents you pay for that. I can't even comprehend the cloning and the counterfeiting that's going on. Like, what profit margin? How hungry these people must be to be doing this. It's certainly it's mind blowing, but at the same turn of the screw, it's kind of sad, and we have to think about how grateful we should be to live where we do. Even no matter how bad you may have it, there probably might be somebody else that's got it a lot worse. Maybe a lot of folks. So that's something to keep in mind. As I place my order from Liion Wholesale, this place is awesome. I have a hard time reading that map. There's a legend where the color codes are expounded upon with days, and it's a little bit difficult for me to. I kind of figured it out, and what I ended up doing, it's a very attractive website. It's a black, like a blue font, like a very modern blue font. It's a cool place. And so I copied that image. I saved that map image to my desktop. And when I went ahead and opened it, it had a white background. It was appearing black because of the black background on the website, which was what made it difficult for me on my system, on my monitor, to read that legend and interpret what those days were. So if you're concerned and you can't read that map, go ahead and save that image. And if somebody from Liion Wholesale is watching this, I would change that image, convert that to a white background, because you can't read it. I can't read it. Maybe it's just me. Now, taking a look at, they've got the new 38 amp eFest. Those are the purple ones. A little bit controversial sell, but fear not. They've got the Sony VTC4s. They've got everything. It's just amazing. The pricing, the 38 amp eFest IMR 18650. This is the 2100 mAh. They're getting $6.80 for those. So eFest IMR 18650 2500 mAh. These are the 35 amp rated ones. $7.34. Excuse me. Sony VTC4, the 18650, $8.24. So, where are you gonna find a better deal than that? And now let's talk about shipping. Well, I'm going to go ahead. I received the package today. I'm going to go ahead and open this up. And so we've got, okay. I ordered 4 of these Samsung INR 18650 25R, Samsung 25R. They test all of the batteries. This is a 20 amp, 100 amp pulse, 2500 mAh flat top. Now they do have wholesale discounts, starting off with anything over 3, I believe. And what's cool, I was reading their blog. Let's say you do order, let's say you order 50 batteries was the example that they gave, but they're all different manufacturers. Well, you get that bulk price at 50, even though you have different model numbers. So where I know, a lot of other companies wouldn't do that. So they're pretty much just every way that they could excel and be excellent, they do. Here is a little note. All the batteries are genuine. There's an ID sticker covering the manufacturer markings. If you want to verify the manufacturer markings, this sticker must be peeled off. Send any support at Liion Wholesale. And I did. I have communicated with them. Prompt response, excellent customer service. Like I said, every time I've ordered from them, I've received my shipment within 3 days. So these 25Rs, these Samsungs that I got, I paid for the quantity of 4, it was $22.32. The shipping was $2.83. So it was $25.15 for 4 Samsung 25Rs shipped to my door in under 3 days. You just can't beat that. And I did call a couple of the local brick and mortars, as we call them as vapors. I called a couple of the B&Ms, and the best deal that I got was $17.99. Everyone else, the other 3, I called 4. The other 3, they were $19.99. There were $20 at all these other places. So an additional $5 was spent, but I received 4 batteries instead of 1. So it's pretty much a no-brainer. Is there anything else that I wanted to... Well, you know what? Since I got you guys here, let's test them. Let's see what's... Oh, look at that. They sent me a case. How do you like that? And it's a nice one, too. This has the... it's got... Oh, wow. Yeah, this is a really nice case. It's got 4-way latching and a rubber seal, which is excellent. This is... When I ordered the 18500s, where is that thing? Yeah, here it is. They sent me a case with... every time I've ordered, I have received a case, a complimentary case. And that first order was only 2. So here we go. And I do have my multimeter here. These are pre-tested, which is, I would guess that's going to eliminate the chance of you getting a dud, because there are, from what I've heard, there are duds. 3.65 fluctuating to 6.4. And I'm guessing if I would have held that probe on there for another, it wasn't even on there for a full second, it would have fluctuated down to 3.64. That's just how these meters work. Actually, that's how the battery will work. 3.65 to 4. Yeah. They start out with the 5, the 0.5, and they drop down to 0.4. Yeah. Now this one is 3.64. No, it went back up. Yeah. So they're all the same. They're 3. Oh, I forgot the number. 3.64. So looking good, and I'm going to be able to charge these up and put them in the Sigelli 100. So This is going to be an anxious couple hours as I charge these batteries up. So yeah, check it out. The link is in the description below. Also, I wanted to twist your arm. If you haven't yet, please click on the CASA.org link and just join CASA. I'm not going to go on and on about that. It's just do it. Join CASA. We've got to do our best. We've got to do something. Look at what happened in Indiana. Look what's going on. What's going on in New York. Pretty much, if something gets passed in New York, I mean, I don't know if you're old or young enough to remember the smoking ban, how that went. They passed it in New York. If something goes down in New York, it's like it's happening in the rest of the country. It's just a matter of time. So now is the time. This is the important time when we still have, a little bit of a voice to influence what is going to happen in the future of vaping. This is very important. Check it out. CASA.org, and a huge hats off. You guys have earned a very, very satisfied, happy customer. Thank you very much to the folks at Liion Wholesale. You guys, peace.